Stock investing and option trading. How much did I make in 1 month from stock option trading? In this video, I'm going to talk about October stock market forecast, 5 reasons why stock market could go down, and 5 reasons why it could go up. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you my opinions on stock market, whether they go down or whether they go up. Welcome to Walt Trevor, Millionaire Stock Investor and Option Trader channel. Where are you watching from? Comment down below. September, from September 1st to September 30th. Saturday, Sundays are public holidays. September 1st was Labor Days. So 20 days, around 20 days, I made over 20,000. So it's easily over 1,000 a day. So how much did I pay to be able to make this much money? I paid $82.01 to my broker, because every time you trade, broker charges you commission and fees, right? So where could you find a business that you could use only $82 and make 20,000? It's stock investing, call option, put options, advanced option, and day trading momentum stock. So how much did I lose? Did I lose at all? Of course I did, right? The maximum loss I lost was 2,700, so 679, 36, only 4 times. So we're gonna look at the maximum amount that I made in September, right? So, and how much capital required and stuff like that. I'm gonna answer those questions. So 4,500 around is the maximum profit I made. So in total, I made over 20,000, 21,000 around there, within just 1 month. So basically, if you look at it, this one, yeah, the cost was 3,000, and I got back 7,500. The profits were 4,500, 6,000, 3,500 profits, 8,200, 1,700 profits. Now here, 20,000, then 1,600 profit. So if you look at it, hey, here only $25, then I made 1,500, 58.52, 1,200. Here, see, zero cost to me. Then I made 700. Here the same, 0, made 400, 584. See, these are advanced options. Advanced option. Look at this. Yeah. So you will see that the amount can vary. So there is no definite answer to how much you can invest, how much will you get it back. Nothing is guaranteed in life. Okay. So sometimes you may probably use a lot. Then after that, you may get back just little. Sometimes you don't need to even use at all. So that's advanced option. Okay. And in total, how much capital did I use? 76,000. So this is the combination. We do not need to have 76,000 to be able to make this much profit. But by trading, we recycle the capital. I recycle the capital. So basically, I trade this amount, then I got a profit. I recycle it, I trade this amount, I get this profit. So it's a combination. The whole month, I use 76,000, then I got back 97,000. So 28,000 is the profit. So position is 64 position. So that is 64 times I trade. So what's more important is the rate of success. Okay. So I only lost 4 times. Remember? Yeah, okay, I profited 60 times. 60 times divided by 64. So what's the rate? What's my rate of success? 94%. 94%. Very great, right? Awesome, right? Because most traders, they only win 20%, 30%, and they lose most of the time. But I win most of the time, 94%. And the amount that I won also more than that. So that's why I'll be able to make profits consistently, very consistently. That's why. Then we're gonna compare it to August. Okay, August 1st to August 31st, my commission is higher, 96.75, and my profit was lower, only 14,000. Okay, and how many times did I trade? I traded, look at this, many more times, 92 times. Look at it, 92 times. I traded only 64 times in September. In August, I traded 92 times, and capital I used was also much more, 400,000. Okay, 400,000. So what's the change? Because my knowledge, my expertise became much better in September than in August. So I did not need to trade that often at all, and I did not need to use so much capital that much at all. That's the secret of education and knowledge. If you want to learn more, subscribe to the channel. Let's look at stock market. S&P 500 was down 2.71% in October 10 on October 10. The past 5 days down 2.69. So most of the loss came from October 10. So something must have happened. Nasdaq 2.56 on October 10, and 5 days 2.01. So most of the loss came from basically within 1 day, just 1 day. So Dow Jones down 1.9%, and the past 5 days 2.77%. So what happened? 5 reasons why stock market could go down in October. We're going to talk about October stock market focus now. Okay. Reason number 5, China opens antitrust probe into the US chip giant Qualcomm. Okay, US and China are starting to have trouble again, friction. Okay, Qualcomm is suspected of violating the country's anti-monopoly law in regards to its acquisition of Israeli firm Autotalk. Guangdong Stock Fair, Qualcomm sells smartphone chips to some of the biggest players in China, such as Xiaomi. So if you see that, this could be one of the political play by China, or it could just be a normal event. What do you think? It could be both, right? It could be both. So as a consumer, it's very important for the government to protect the consumer. If companies keep buying their competitors, then they're going to become monopoly. So when they become monopoly, they can charge as high as possible, because consumers don't have a choice but to pay higher price. It's bad for consumer, but as a company, they want to strengthen their economic moat. They want to strengthen their monopoly. Okay, legally as much as possible. So there's always a conflict of interest. So because this happened, Qualcomm stock fair. This is reason number 5. Reason number 4, China tightened check on NVIDIA AI chips and major ports. Look at this. See, US used to ban NVIDIA chips before. Now China, you know what? You don't have a say. You are not the main guy. I also have a power. Okay, so you know what? China ordered some of the biggest customers, Chinese companies, not to buy from NVIDIA, but NVIDIA chips are much better. So that's why lots of companies still kept buying. So you know what, Chinese government, they give a problem to the importers. You know what, you need to have this. Of course, if they could not ban totally, what could they do? They could basically tighten the requirement, basically having more restrictions to make some of the buyers give up. So that's one of the tactics that governments use. So that's reason number 4. And reason number 3, Trump announced additional 100% tariff on China imports. Why? Because Chinese government tightened export restriction on its rare earth materials all over the world, not just US. Okay, all over the world, because China is now a monopoly in rare earth materials. About 80%, 90%. They have a technology. You can always get rare earth materials from many countries, but that is the technology, the processing of the rare earth materials that China has a monopoly. So it's bad for mobile phone manufacturer, car manufacturer, because the chips, they need rare earth materials. Cars, they need rare earth materials. Electronics, smartphone, they need rare earth materials. If China restrict it, the cost gonna go up, right? Bad for consumer. And other countries cannot manufacture as much as they want, so which is bad. So that's why Trump gonna impose 100% on top of existing. So existing is right now 30%. So it's gonna be 130% on November 1st. November 1st. If nothing changes, right? If China gets worse, then President Trump could push forward, basically sooner, make it sooner. It could happen in October 20, October 25. Nobody knows, right? So it depending on how US and China negotiate. So that's the reason. Number 3, why stock market could fall in October, right? And before we talk about reason number 2 and 1, we're gonna look at why stock market could go up in October. Reason number 5. Hey, after the Fed cut, basically, if there is no recession, it's gonna be red line, right? Stock market is gonna go up. The start of the cutting cycle is right here. Okay, if there is a recession, it's gonna be right there. If average, it is right here. So now there is no recession. Of course, recession could happen in the next 3 months, 6 months. Nobody knows. But so far, no recession. The Fed cut, so stock market is expected to go higher, right? Long term, over the next 12 months, 24 months, 2 years. It doesn't mean that it will go up every month, okay? But it could go down. Reason number 4, why stock market could go up. If the cut happens, Federal Reserve cut happens within 2% of the all-time high. If you look at it, these are the date of the cut, and percentage away from the all-time high, and within 2%. The next month, you could see some negative. Now it's October. Federal Reserve cut in September. Very normal. See? And within the next 3 months, mostly positive. Within the next 6 months, more positive, green. Next year, all positive, green. So that means in the next 12 months, we could see S&P 500 going higher. It doesn't mean that S&P 500 may go up in October, but most likely, because of this, in the next year, it will go up higher. Then reason number 3, why stock market could go up. See, all cut is right here, average 30%. Cut with no recession, 18.2% in the next 12 months. The expected return, the average return, based on the past data. Okay, if there was a recession, that's gonna be average negative 2.7%. Now, no recession, so I'm betting on this 18.2% return right here. Okay, then reason number 2, why stock market could go up. No month has less new highs than September. The month with the new highs, the most highs will be November. Then after that, July, bullish month. Okay. Then after that, January. Then September is the lowest. So October is even higher than September. So September is the most bearish month. So this October 2025 see new highs. Hey, maybe, September is more bearish than October, but it doesn't mean that every year will be like that. Okay. Then reason number 1 gonna be, it's a good sign. New highs in September are a good sign. If you see that number of all-time highs in September, 1955 used to have 11, 1995 10. See, October return mostly positive, but Q4 returns is much more positive. See, much more positive, so which is good news. So all these 5 reasons, it doesn't say October in particular, but then most likely the next 1 year, stock market may go up, higher chance than going down. Look at this. So am I worried for the next 1 year? No. Am I worried for October? Yeah. If I don't have cash and I need to use cash, I need to withdraw from stock market to use cash. Yeah, I will be worried. But then if I have cash, I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to sell it. I could use put option to profit from the temporary pullback or correction, whatever that is. And why stock market could go down? Reason number 2, okay? S&P 500 returns over 20% year to date. Then we should be worried in that situation, right? Now S&P 500 return is pretty good. So October, a lot of red. Q4, positive, which is good, mostly positive. So if October goes down, November, December may probably be positive as well. That's reason number 2. Reason number 1, I'm foreseeing unexpected events. There is a war happen, or there is a tariff, trade war happen. Yeah, just like this, October could be down. So we already talk about 5 reasons why stock market could go down in October, and 5 reasons why stock market could go up. So what do I think? My prediction: a pullback in October could be for a strong bull in November or December. Okay, so that's my prediction. Like I said in the previous video, I talked about why this September could be positive. This year, 2025, September was positive because Federal Reserve started cutting rate. So it was positive. Now October, of course, stock market could not go up forever, right? If it could not go up forever, so it needs to pull back a little bit. So October could be a good time. This is very healthy, as long as it doesn't crash very suddenly. I think everybody will be okay. Just be prepared. Okay, reduce your margins. Try to basically sit tight. Don't look at the stock market, or try to take profits if you already have so much profit, or whatever. You can do whatever you like, right? This is not a financial advice. What would I do? Hey, I will not sell any stock. Okay, I may close some of my advanced option position, and I may basically try to raise some cash if it gets worse. But it really depends on, if the stock market is gonna be bounce back on Monday next week or not, right? If it keeps going down for the next 2 or 3 days, October could be really bad. If it bounce back, this is just temporary. The pullback could be very mild, right? What do you think? Comment down below. If you want to learn more, go to Master Risk Stock Option Crypto channel and go to playlist. You can check out my stock investing, call option, put option, advanced option, and day trading movement stock videos. If you want to reach out to me or you want to join mentorship call, the link will be in the YouTube video description and comment down below. Share, subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye.